Well, I didn't tell anybody who was doing this video that I was going to go live this morning. But I'm here live anyway. And I hope some folks catch us. Good morning, Mr. Chris Maynard. Welcome. Welcome, Mr. Chris Maynard, Mr. Anton Flipping. Welcome, Ms. April Johnson. You guys don't sleep, man. Good God. Mr. Winfred Straub, good morning. Good morning. Rachel Rose, good morning. I don't do a lot of these, so you get me up early in the morning. Good morning, Mr. Dante Taylor. The hardcore is up and wide awake. Okay? I don't even know what time it is. I think it's 7:30, quarter to 8. But anyway, good morning, good morning. Good morning, Laverne Holland. Welcome to the call. Good morning. Again, Ms. Johnson. Good morning, Mr. Tommy Lynch. Oh, this is a millionaire call right here. I can tell. Good morning, Mr. Lord Kingsley. Good morning, Mr. Smith. Avery Smith. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the call. Welcome to this live stream this morning. Welcome. I'm going to give everybody a few minutes to get on. I'm just going to chat with you for a minute before I really get started. And so to share why I'm up so early in the morning. And believe me, this is early for me. I don't start rolling around till about 8, but all this excitement. Good morning, Bradley. Good morning, Miss Lindsay. Good morning, Lady Prosperity. Good morning, Miss Gloria Bradley. Good morning, Maria Johnson. Miss Doreen Childs, good morning to you. Welcome to the call. Timothy Hall, welcome to the live stream. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Miss Myrtle Placid. Good morning. Good morning, Mr. Drayton Robinson Jr. Good morning. Miss Pam Washington, Dallas, Texas, out there in Texas. Maria Johnson, good morning. Good morning. Sandra Williams, good morning to all. Good morning. Yeah, this is the millionaire call this morning. Okay. I want to give it another minute. I didn't even, what time is it? I don't even know what time it is this morning. See, man. Anyway, when you get free, you start to lose track of all this time. It's 4:30. Somebody says 4:30. So it must be 7:30. You on the West Coast, so it's 7:30. Okay. Well, that helps. Okay. That helps me quite a bit. Look, welcome everyone. Let's give it one more minute and I'm going to start. And one of the things I'm going to do my best to do, because those who know me would know I have a tendency to go off and start ranting and raving. And I'm going to try my very best not to rant and rave this morning. But I'm excited. And so when I start sharing some of the things I want to share with you, I might lose it. Okay? And so I have to calm myself down. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, Mr. Phil Riggins. Good morning. Pastor Coleman, good morning to you. Good morning. Maria Johnson again, good morning. Mr. Kester Gabriel. Good morning. Reverend Scott, good morning. Okay. See, some of you can't sleep either. I'm telling you, it's funny. Lord King's all the way from the UK. James Head, good morning. Well, let me chat. Good morning, Jacqueline Smith in Chicago. Good morning. Let me take these glasses off so I can see myself. I'm not reading anything, so I don't know why I got these on. Good morning, Mr. Isaac Newton. Good morning. Congratulations all the way from South Africa. Good morning, Mr. Guy Allen. Good morning, Mr. Phil Riggins. Now, let me say this. Rodney Roach, good morning. Good morning. Let me start talk about why am I here, because I don't do a lot of these. I like to stay in my lane. And Mr. Delco does such a great job, just such a great job of communicating this message and what we do. But I wanted to cover something this morning. So the first thing I think I need to do is to give a little bit of my background for those who don't know. I mean, those of you who are on the call right now, see your name, Maria Johnson, Jeffrey Jordan, you know some things and what I've been through. But I know a lot of guests will see this live stream. So I want to share some things with folks. Number one, I'm sitting here in my son's office, my 17-year-old's office, which is right down the hall. I just been on my mind since yesterday. Some things happened yesterday that made me think about I've got to do this. But anyway, let me share this with you. I'm a graduate of Hampton University. I think it's important that you know that. So I did everything society told me to. Went to education, got education, got a great job with a major automobile company right out of college. I've had a great job literally from the time I was 22 years old. If there's such a thing as a great job. Okay, that's a relative term. But for those who are looking for a great job, well, I had one. Hey, welcome to the call. The Vicks, welcome to the call. Jamuk, welcome to the call. Darren, So good morning, good morning. So I did that. Now, it didn't take long for me in that good job to realize that's not where I wanted to be. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on that, but I had a good job. I spent 18 years in corporate America for 2 major automobile companies. Never sold a car a day in my life. People think, well, he used to be a car salesman. No, I've never sold a car a day in my life. I was a trainer. I was a national training manager for a company out of Southern California. Name shall remain not mentioned here on this call. But at 28 years old, I got exposed to networking. That means I've been in the industry 34 years. 34 years, that's a lifetime. I've owned 3 companies, okay? Retired, my wife retired at 32, I retired at 40. So now understand, I've been in this business full time for 22 years. I've done well. Let's just leave it at that. I've helped a lot of people do well, okay? But I will go on record as telling you, nothing compares to what we have our hands on right now. Nothing. Absolutely. And I know that sounds like hype, especially if you've been around the industry for a while. Everybody likes to sell their program of the moment, the thing they're doing right now. Well, if you can go back, because I'm recorded. I've been documented in this industry since 1996. I got all kinds of recordings out there since 1996. And you can hear my language. It's a consistent language. Okay? I believe you can make money almost any opportunity out there. The amount of money you make and the time and effort required to make that money may vary from company to company, program to program. But you can get paid, period. There's no question about that. It's just math. As Alan Austin said, it's not emotion, it's just math. If you do the math, do the work, you're going to get paid. But what you get paid will vary from company to company, marketplace to marketplace. There are some factors. Okay, now, Karat bars. Good morning. Swift Marine Karat bars, in my opinion, what we have our hands on is the greatest business I've ever seen in 34 years, including the 3 companies I've owned. And I'm on record as saying that we're going to create 10,000 millionaires in the next 24 months in Karat bars. That's a bold statement, folks. 10,000 millionaires in the next 24 months in Karat bars International. Bold statement. I want it on record. I want it documented. So when it happens, they say, Tyrone said this is what we're going to do. Because everything's in place. Why did I call this seize the moment? Because for those of you out there who seize this moment, who will forget your past, forget your history, forget all the things you experienced, forget what you've been told about yourself as a child, forget what you've been led to believe by your school teacher. I'm getting excited again. For those of you who just let that go and just come out with a new mind, because the thing that's going to stand between you and you becoming a millionaire here is not your knowledge of the facts and figures and the compensation plan and K exchange and how gold works and and understand of the initial coin offering. It's not that. What's standing between you and $1 million in the next 24 months is right there between your ears. It's right there. And it's tough to deal with. So I'm trying to reassure you, let you know that I believe anybody who makes a decision, who makes the commitment, can get this done. But it is a decision and it is a commitment. Good morning, Mr. Berger. Good morning again, Ms. Maria Johnson. So let me see, because I'm all over the place. I didn't make notes for this call. I wanted to try to communicate something this morning. Seize this moment. February 1st is a moment in time, is a moment in history, I believe, that will never be forgotten. Because of all the things that Mr. Harold Sykes and his geniusness, and that's another word that's thrown around to everybody's a genius. No, everybody's not a genius. Okay? When I say what Mr. Harold Sykes has done is a genius on a financial level, as far as I'm concerned, it is. I've never seen anything like it in the history of networking in 34 years. Okay? Now, so I've said hello to everybody. I'm just getting started. Good morning, Mr. Green. Let me tell you something, guys. This is why it's a decision. The game's changed. The game has changed. We had a thing in college. A professor taught this in college. He said, the map is not the territory. Now, I know that's, sort of another one, platitudes, because Tyrone is loaded with platitudes. I always got platitudes. The map is not the territory. Now, by the way, I took that class in college. I passed that class in college with flying colors. Now, I'm here to tell you something. Sometimes we hear things, sometimes we listen, but we don't understand. I did not understand what that statement meant until I was about 40 years old. It's a simple statement, but I truly did not understand what it meant. The map is not the territory, meaning that a map is a piece of paper. It says this is how you go. You take this route to go here, you take this route to go there, but that's not the territory. You don't know the territory until you get in your car and you take I-95. Now you're in the territory. Or till you take 80 across the country, till you take 20 across the country. Now you're in the territory. The map is not the territory. So what does it got to do with what we're doing, Tyrone? Everything in the world. Because see, the map, the stuff in your back office is not the territory. The stuff you read about marketing is not the territory. Your past is not the territory. The territory has changed. The game has changed. Mr. Harold Sykes has changed this game on a whole nother level that most people can't understand. And I talk with folks every single day, and the first thing they want to tell me about is their past. They want to tell me about why I tried this 20 years ago, why I heard that before, why I heard. Let me tell you something. If you're stuck there, now most of you aren't, who are on the stream, you're going to miss this moment in time. If you're stuck, base your future and what you accomplish in Carabar's next 24 months based on what you've accomplished so far in your life, you're going to miss this business and miss this opportunity. You're going to miss about lunch. Oh, you'll do well, but you're going to miss what you could have done. Okay? Because in the way, it's what you think you know. Okay? Now watch this. I'm on the phone with somebody yesterday, and this person was telling me they did this, they did that, that didn't work out, this didn't work out. And I'm saying to them, what does that have to do with where we are right now? And that's what got me prompted to wake up this morning, get out of my bed, and do this live stream, because I said I've got to reach people to understand they got to let go of their history. Okay? Or keep the positive history. Reinforce yourself with the good things. When you made the baseball team or the basketball team or the cheerleading squad, or you got A's, reinforce yourself with that. But everything that's negative that's happened in your life in the past, or every business you tried that didn't work out, let that junk go. And say, this is a new ball game. This is a new ball game we're playing here. I hope you understand. Okay? Now, based on my experience, I spent 12 years in this industry. Never made made money now. Don't misunderstand me. Part-time, doing the business, making money, but not a lot of money. My best year was after 6 years in the industry. I made around $50,000 part-time. Then that's not bad on top of my job. So, it's all good. Val's full-time in the business. We know, well, whatever that means, full-time in the business, meaning you don't have a job. Okay, and I said, that's good. That's 12 years. And then all of a sudden, I found this little opportunity. Now, I didn't know. I didn't understand what I was looking at. Okay? But it looked good on paper. It even sounded good. Now, understand, and they were already doing billions of dollars of business with this product in Europe. And I said, And it was coming to America. I said, well, okay. Let's go. Now, I really didn't want to do it because I was already, making a lot of money in another program. I didn't want to do it. My wife said, there's something special going on here, Tyrone. They just got to her and said, this is unique. This is different. This is going to change the game. This is different. This is 1996. These two, or what you call binary, they hadn't even really been introduced in this country. No company had really succeeded with a binary, really done anything. When I say binary, I mean 2 legs, 2 teams. And my wife, but she in her gut, praise God, sometimes I listen to, I listen to my wife. I listen to her most of the time. But I said, okay, honey, and we about to jeopardize this $100,000 a year over here to go play with this. She said, but her gut kept telling her there's something here. This is different. I said, okay. And we seized that moment. And that moment, we went from, in 14 months, we made over $1 million. In 14 months. In that program. Just like that. Because the game had changed. The map had changed. The territory had changed. And the marketplace was ready for what we had. But I didn't let the 12 years determine what I was going to do. When I said we're going to do this, and I said, okay, let's do it. I locked the door just like I am now. I'm locked in my son's office right now. The door is shut. It's 7:30 in the morning, and I'm fired up. I've been that way since this announcement with the initial corn offering got announced. What Mr. Harold Sykes is doing, I got fired. I didn't care about what I'd done in the past. Now, by the way, I didn't know. I'm telling you something. I'm not trying to say I'm so smart. I didn't know we was going to make that kind of money. I didn't know we was going to build a team from 0 to 46,000 people just in North America, just in this country in the next 14 months. I didn't know that. But I said, I'm going to do it, and I'm going to jeopardize what I got over here. I'm going to work. I'm not playing with it. So I went to work 12, 16 hours a day. I mean, literally, my son and wife would shovel food into me. My son would come in and say, oh, my wife would say, Mom, Dad made you a sandwich. Mom, Dad made something because you haven't eaten all day. I was so busy. I was on a network, what I call the network marketing diet. You're so busy, you're so excited, you forget to eat. When you get that kind of gut level excitement, you forget to feed yourself. You know you got it. You see the picture. Okay? And boom, I didn't stop. I didn't see making all that money. I just went to work 12, 16, 18 hours a day. I remember sometime waking up 6 o'clock in the morning. I remember one day in particular not even leaving the office, just working to 4 or 5 o'clock and then sit back on the desk, went to sleep for 2, 3 hours, woke up 7 o'clock and start dialing for dollars again. Now that was me at 40 years old. Okay? Now, this is where we are right now, folks. I'm telling you, this is a new game. We've had over 700 some people join the organization in the last 10 days. I'm trying to tell you something. Okay? Now, in order for you to capitalize on this business, you've got to let your past go. You got to boost your self-image. Why do we talk so much about reading books? Because, see, you can't see yourself as a millionaire if you see yourself making 25 grand. Now, I know it's a subconscious thing. It's back here. I'm talking to a friend of mine yesterday, and he said something that just fired me up so much, I lost it on him. In a nice way, kind way. But I really lost him. I got to call him back today and apologize. Because what he said, it sparked something in me. See, this poverty consciousness, this broke mentality thing, it's back here. It's in our mind. We think we're overcoming it, but we got all these little barriers. We talk broke, we talk poverty, we talk if I can, when I can, if I can get the money, maybe this will work out. We got all that stuff that's holding us back all the time. And it slows us down in our process. And when the person made the statement yesterday, they weren't saying anything negative. They just, they just expressed a doubt, but they didn't know they were expressing a doubt. Because they were concerned about making $1,000 or $2,000 in the next 90 days in Karatbars. Why? Why were they concerned? Why did their subconscious bring that out? Their subconscious brought that out because they got a year or a 2-year track record in Karatbars where they haven't made that kind of money. And I'm going, let that go. Okay? When success comes is when preparedness and opportunity meets at the same time. This is where we are. I believe we have the greatest product in the world. That's gold. Okay? We've done well. I was so happy with 1, 2.5, 5 grams ago. I didn't need anything else. And then Mr. Harold Sykes thinking we got to speed this up. And everybody in the whole world is excited about cryptocurrency. Mr. Weston Thompson sent me a video there on a channel news, ABC News here in Virginia, where Virginia Beach, little small Virginia Beach, just gave a gentleman $500 million. I didn't say 500,000, 500 million to set up a data mining center for Bitcoin. And some of you wondering, can you make $1 million? Is it for real? Will it happen for me this time? I'm telling you, what Mr. Harold Sykes has done, the thought process has gone, is this man, what he has put together is designed. It's a once in a lifetime opportunity for those who seize this moment. I mean it from the bottom of my heart. For those who seize it, for those who can forget what they think they know and say, wait a minute, he's converged gold, which is real money. He's converged a successful 70-year-old company that's done literally millions of dollars in business, paid out millions of dollars commission, already got the track record, already got the leadership all across the country. And then he said, we merging that with a sister company that's going to do what? have an initial coin offering, and jump right into the cryptocurrency craze. And it is a craze. Okay, people are crypto crazy out there. We have so many people. Look, I'm talking to a person yesterday who's ready to buy 2 VIP packs. It was in 5 minutes. He said, I want 2. Well, first he said, I want a VIP pack. How many initial coins I give you? I said 1,000. He said, great. How many VIP packs can I get? I said, well, you can only get 1 VIP pack. I said, well, you can get 1 for your wife. He said, I'll take 2. This is 5 minutes of conversation. He said, I want 2. I said, well, okay. And I looked and he said, why you want 2? He said, well, that's 2,000 coins, right? That's 2,000 tokens, right? I said, yeah. He said, great. He said, it goes to $10 each. He said, that's $20,000. He said, I just paid $4,000 for $20,000. What can I spend $4,000 and get a $20,000 return? He ain't even talking about building a business yet. He's not talking about networking yet. He's not talking about any of that. And this is why I'm trying to tell you, get back to everybody you ever talk to. Don't spend a lot of time with them. Get back to them. Let them know, hey, whatever you think you know, you don't know. You need to do some due diligence. You need to check this thing out. Okay? Because we're moving forward. And this is happening very, very fast. And anytime you talk to anybody who knows anything, who's been paying attention to this cryptocurrency industry, they're getting in. When you understand, when you say coin, they get in. You say Carrot Bank coin, they are getting in, period. Okay? But without any understanding of the compensation plan, without any understanding of the dual team, without any of that, many of you heard me say so many times before, what? Emotion drives people. Cryptocurrency, and I hate to call the name of this one particular company, but I won't. But let's put it this way. This cryptocurrency industry has taken $1 trillion+ out of the marketplace. And then you can't find anybody who can explain it to you. You ask them, what is cryptocurrency? They don't know. But I know last month I made some money. They can't explain what a blockchain is to you, at least where you understand it. Okay, so you understand. I'm telling you folks that we're here. But the difference between what we have going on is that we have a visible CEO, Mr. Harold Seitz, on the Senate Economic Advisory Board of Committee in Germany right now. Okay? He's not in the shadow somewhere. He's the CEO of Carabas International. He's the CEO of Carrot Bank. I mean, this man is special and visible. Okay? You're not sending money to some black hole somewhere. And now what he's put in place is the only way to get our coin is you got to get in Carabas. So when you call somebody who's been around the networking business and cryptology business, cryptocurrency business, and you say the only way to get our coin is to become an affiliate, they say, okay, what I got to do? They don't even ask because they want the coin. They'll figure out the business later. They want the coin. They want the Carrot Bank coin. Okay? So now, I said earlier, the thing that's standing between you and success in this business is what? What's going on between here. And you know why? And you've heard me say this before. The average person that comes to this business has a low self-image. This is truth, folks. That's why we spend so much time on motivation, inspiration, and with platitudes and all these things, and you can do it, and you can do it, and you can do it. That's why we do a power call every single day reminding you can do it, you can do it, in spite of the hits you take, in spite of people saying you can't do it, what you doing, why you want to do it, I don't want to do that, I like my job, all that nonsense. We spend every day telling you you can do it. Why? Because I know, I've learned. They say the average person before they're 14, 15 years old have heard the word no 20 to 30,000 times. 20 to 30,000 times. No, no, no. You can't do it. No, you can't. Don't get above your raising. No, you can't do it. No, you can't have this. Oh, we can't afford that. All that negative is back there. And you got to overcome all that in order to move forward to become a millionaire. To get that mindset. It's the mind. It's not information about what we're doing. It's the mind. We got it. In fact, you don't even have to know any information. It's all in the multi-million-dollar software that Mr. Harold Seitz provides for us for free. So if you to do the work, see, we're not doing anything different than what we've been doing for the last 4 years. I've been in Carabas for 4 years. We're doing the same thing we did 4 years ago. Save a lot of gold, tell a lot of people, make a lot of money. And then the software is going to do what now? It's going to pay you every Friday and once a month on the 1st. But now it's also going to give you Carrot Bank coin every time you enroll somebody. Every time they get a package, they're going to get Carrot Bank coin. Every time you get 1 gram of gold, you get 20 coin. So now we got this whole energy just driving the whole thing this moment. until all the corn are gone. Don't believe now it's an infinite level of coins. You need to have a sense of urgency about this. I'm letting the cat out the bag. I'm telling you. Okay? Oh, now, it's a lot of corn. Okay? It can supply the world. But don't think you got time to sit back and watch for the next 6 months. No, you want to seize this now. And when I tell you that we're going to have a Let's Go weekend for millionaires only, I'm telling you that's what we're going to do. I mean this. I'm not getting up 6:30, 7:30 in the morning, taking a shower, coming out, putting a shirt. I don't wear a shirt and tie nowhere. I don't even wear a shirt and tie to work. I'm doing this just for you because I know this stream will go all over the world. Good morning, Zachary. Good morning, Sutherland. Good morning again, Miss Gloria Bradley. I'm telling you, I try not to rant and rave, try not to get too excited about this thing, but I need you to feel me on this. Okay? It's not your knowledge, being able to explain the dual team, being able to explain the unilevel. Man, it's not. You better be able to explain the dream, be able to explain the vision, okay? And you better be excited. And you got to tell people, look, on February 1st, we're embarking on an adventure that's never been done. There's never been a company that's doing what Mr. Harold Sykes is doing. Understand we're worldwide. So no matter where you live, you can enroll people. We have people on the stream from the UK, from South Africa, on this live call at 7:30 in the morning. And then somebody will come to you and whisper, I don't think that'll work. What you mean you don't think it'll work? Okay, it's been working for 7 years. What you mean you don't think it'll work? Networking been working for 60 plus years. Networking was working when Madam C.J. Walker put the first multi-level program together. That's right. They don't want to give her credit for it. But the fact of the matter is, as a black woman, Madam C.J. Walker was the first person that says, you know what? I'm going to pay not just the people I directly put into business with me. I'm going to pay them for referring other people. She had a 3-level compensation plan that made her the first African-American millionaire woman in the history of America. Just throw a little tidbit of history out there for you. Madam C.J. Walker did that. Networking always works. What stops networking from work is all this propaganda that people got in their life where the teacher said, you know, you're never going to amount to anything. Or God forbid your mother, father said, you know, you're never going to come anything. Don't get above your raising. I thank God every day. I don't know what got inside of me as a child. Something made me different. Praise God. Hallelujah. Okay. As a child, something made me different. I don't know what it was. My father used to say, son, you need to learn how to fix this window because you have to do that when you get old. I said, no. I'm 8 years old going, no, I just hired somebody to do that, Dad. Son, you need to learn how to paint these walls, you know, chisel this paint off and then whatever you do to it and do something else to it. And then you got to paint it. I said, no, I'm just going to hire somebody to do it. I'm saying this at 9 and 10 years old. Don't have any idea how to make money. I wasn't hearing it. At 9 or 10 years old. No, why? I don't know. Okay, son, you need to learn how to do all this stuff on the car, maintain this car, because you can't be taking the car to the shop. Dad, you know what? I'm going to hire somebody to fix the car. I just buy a new car. I'm saying this with no money in my pocket as a 10-year-old. I guess I see enough television raps. There's some people out there somewhere that have figured out how to make some money. I'm going to be one of them. What about you? What about you? 10,000 millionaires. Let's Go weekend. You want to be there. If you haven't gotten your ticket for Let's Go weekend, okay, you got time, but you want to be there. People come from all over the world. I called Mr. Decker. I said, Mr. Decker, we're going to need a bigger boat. I'm going Jaws on you. Because we expect 1,000 people there. It might be 2,000, 3,000. And the reason why, the territory has changed. Okay? That was before Mr. Harold Sykes introduced the initial corn offering. That was before Mr. Harold Sykes says, we're going to give you corn for every person you enroll. Have you done the math? If you just sit there and do the math and say, well, I'm going to earn me 10,000 corn in the next 90 days. 10,000 Carib Bank corn in the next 90 days. This is speculative now. If the corn just goes to $1, you made 10 grand. Okay, if it goes to $10, you made $100,000 just on the corn you've earned. Do you get it? Okay? If some of you been following cryptocurrency, you see some of this corn out there at 1,000, 2,000. You see this one corn that shot up to $20,000. Then back down to 11, but it shot to 20,000. Can you imagine? We drive the corn price. Now, we do this out in the field. Can you imagine if our corn goes to $100, $200, $300 and you sitting there with 10,000 corn? Carrot bank corn? But don't lose sight of the big picture. The corn is designed to build your Karatbars business, folks. That's what the corn is here for. The corn is not for you to just stack corn. Oh, that's great. That's a great plus. Now, let me say this. I'm going to say this and I'm going to be finished. I've been telling everybody I talk to. Everybody. I don't like to set goals for folks, but I'm setting a goal for everybody right now. I'm setting a goal. I don't care if you got to be this yesterday or 3 years ago. Okay? If you're thinking anything less than $10,000 plus in the month of February, you're thinking too small. If you set a goal for anything less than $10,000 income in the month of February, $10,000 plus income in the month of February, you are thinking too small. You're basing February on what you did in the past. You're basing February on what you think you might be able to do. You're basing February on what you think will happen because, in January you made this, or last year you made that, or you never made that much money in your life. You got all those things in your head. Ask you to flush that. I want you to get a piece of paper, get a notepad, and all around your house, I want you to write 10,000 plus. Write what goal, but make it over $10,000. If it's $15,000, write some insane and possible goal. Things that you think, I've never done that before. That's right. Man never walked on the moon. Man never went in space. Okay? All these things never happened to somebody did. Man never ran the 4-minute mile to Roger Bannister did. They said it couldn't be done. They said if it ran that fast, your head would explode, your body would explode. All that kind of nonsense was out there to Roger Bannister ran the 4-minute mile, and then hundreds of people did it in the same year. And now people do it like it's common thing to run a mile under 4 minutes. But for hundreds of years, they said it couldn't be done. I'm telling you right now, you can go from $0 to $10,000 right in the month of February, but you got to believe that first. And how do you start believing that? You get an index card and you write it all over your house. $10,000, $10,000, $10,000, $10,000. I got to go. Look, I'm sitting here in my son's office. This is my son's office. I won't show you my goal because I don't want you to get all freaked out. But you see this piece of paper right here? Hey, look, you know what? There it is. There it is. I keep it right. Look, it's on my refrigerator. Okay? It's everywhere. It's everywhere. I got it everywhere. Okay? How big is your dream? If you think anything less than 10,000 plus in the month of February, you're thinking too small. You're thinking too small. Now, you may or may not hit that goal. You may not, but that's what? If you fall short and come in at 8,500, you'll be okay. Okay, you go after it again, what? Next month. But you're setting this momentum. Your business is built in 90-day increments. And you can build the momentum in the next 90 days to take you for the next 2 years by capitalizing on all the things that are done now. But if the negative keeps creeping into your brain, I can't do this. I've never done this before. Okay, I don't know if it's going to happen for me. Okay, if all that's why you got to be on the power call every day. That's why you got to stay plugged in. Mr. Duncan, I laugh. We look at the numbers, we go, The people make the most money in the business, they're on the power call. The people make the most money in the business, they come to the Let's Go weekend. It's not brain surgery. Okay? Fight that self-image thing. We're at the tipping point. I keep this book in office right there. The Tipping Point by Malcolm Gladwell. Malcolm Gladwell says when the tipping point hits, okay, and many of you heard me talking about this. I got notes all over the book. Okay, he says when that tipping point hits, it means when your product, whatever your product is, your product, your concept, your idea, your vision, whatever it is, when it penetrates the marketplace to a certain place, and all of a sudden everybody's talking about it. This what happened with cryptocurrency, folks. You go, this one particular company, the large one out there, everybody talks about, Bitcoin. Okay, it's almost 10 years old. People think it came out of nowhere. No. It took them almost 10 years, and all of a sudden, it hit what? the tipping point. And cryptocurrency became this. Now it's like everywhere. You can't cut on the TV, the news, the radio, everywhere you go. Cryptocurrency, cryptocurrency, crypto. What is cryptocurrency? Nobody can still explain it to you, but it's everywhere. So Karatbars didn't necessarily create the tipping point. We're just riding the tipping point of cryptocurrency. And watch this. I'm trying to tell you. But as we ride this wave of cryptocurrency, that tipping point, what's going to happen? Karatbars is going to hit its tipping point because the word going to get out. The word, man, people over there saving gold like crazy, and they making money, and millionaires are being created over there in the world of Karatbars. It's unprecedented what's happening. It's never happened at this pace before in the industry. It's wow, and it's happening worldwide right now. Who's going to win from that? Those of you on this call right now, those who are here now, ready to go. Don't wait till February 1st. You need to be on the phone today, calling everybody you can, texting everybody you can, let everybody you know, this is the one. When they start crying about the past, excuse me, I really don't have time to go through all that. I know you've been in 8 deals before, 10 deals before. In fact, our senior partner, he said he done been in 10 deals and owned 3 companies. And I thank God every day that 4 years ago when I got this phone call, I wasn't looking for anything else to do. I was sitting over here chilling, hanging out with my wife and my 2 kids. Okay? I was not looking for anything else to do. But a Christian friend of mine I've known for 10 years called me and said, you might want to take a look at this. He just happened to catch me at the right time, sitting at the computer. I say every day that if he called me while I was driving down the street or in my car, I would have said, yeah, hung on the phone and would have never checked it out. Would have missed the whole opportunity. But I happened to be sitting at my desk and I Googled it. You know, super researcher I am. I Googled it like all these smart people we know. I Googled it. But now when I Googled it, I got excited because I don't listen to negative. I have people all the time say, well, anyway, I Googled it. I saw the cards, the 1 gram, 2.5 gram. I got excited. I said, this is unique to the marketplace. We're not stockpiling lotion, potions, and pills. This is gold. I understood the value of gold. I said, I'm in. When people call me and they say, well, I Googled Karatbars and I saw some negative. I said, stop right there. I said, I want you to go back in. I want you to Google Jesus Christ. I want you to Google Muhammad. I want you to Google Gandhi. I want you to Google anybody. And you're going to find some negative. They start laughing and say, oh, you know what? You're right. I said, now, are you looking for a reason to succeed, to get involved, or you look for a reason not to do it? Because you don't need to give me any reason. I said nicer than this, though. I said it with a smile. I said, man, you don't have to make a reason not to do this. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. But don't say you're not going to do it because you went on Google and you saw some negative. Okay, you go to church every Sunday. Man, there's so much negative about church and Christianity on the internet. Please, how you still going to church? Oh, well, see, so stop. Just stop the nonsense. Okay? We're talking about a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. It's called Karatbars International. I mean it from the bottom of my heart. I said it outline. I just want to chat with you today. Hey, love you all. I mean it from the bottom of my heart. This is, and here's something unique. You're here now. So I spent 34 years to get here. Some of you have been in business. Some of you I've been networking before you were born. I got a guy in the group, when he told me he was 20 years old, tears came in my eyes. I said, man, I already been in business 6 years before you were born. And he's in a position right now to be a millionaire in the next 12 to 24 months. At 30 years old. Because he ain't got to go through what I went through. He ain't got to spend 10 years in some opportunity that wasn't the time, it wasn't right, blah, blah, blah. Who cares? Okay? You're here now. Okay? Some of you going to say, thank God I took action. I went to work. I passed out the seeds. I passed out the cars. I planted my seed. Some of you have been here for the last 4 years. You're going to be so happy for the work you've done. Mr. Delco and I was talking to this. I said, you wish you worked harder, don't you, Mr. Delco? Wish you done more. Okay? He said, yeah. I said, I've been saying that to Mr. Delco. Hey, good evening, Mr. Treadwell. Good morning to you. I said, I said to Mr. Delco, I said, I've been saying this for 4 years. When it explodes, you're going to wish you done more. That's the business. I said, no matter what you've done, you're going to wish you done more. That vacation you took, that time off you took, that weekend you took off, you're going to wish you done more. Because when it explodes, it's out of your hand. It's just gone. Okay? But you'll multiply what you got. Now, for those who just getting in, who just getting started, or who just getting reignited because of what's going on right now, it's okay. It's not too late. 7 billion people on this planet. We're still just getting started now. Understand? So I expect to have 1 million people on our team. Okay? Believe me. And I believe we can get that done in the next 24 months. 1 million. I believe we go from 30,000+ to 1 million in 24 months. I believe that. I believe that. Okay? It's here, folks. The marketplace is already for us. This cryptocurrency thing's explosive. We don't have to sell anybody on cryptocurrency. They sold on it. They buying this stuff. They invest in cryptocurrency. Don't know where the money going. I talked to somebody who lost $25,000, $30,000 last year invested in cryptocurrency. When I told them about this, they say, I'm in. I want 10. I'm in. What I got to do? They ready to buy 2 premium packages just to get the coin. So, we got it. And then with Wealth Builders Worldwide, we got a support system. We got the team. We got all that stuff right there for people right now. You don't have to figure anything out. And you don't have to put in $750,000 to $1 million buying a franchise of some kind. And all your business can be ran around this phone I'm on right now. I'm sitting here in my son's office. Okay, I dressed up for you guys, put a shirt, tie on, put my watch on, put my jewelry. Please. As soon as we hang up, I'm going to put my pajamas back on and a t-shirt. Well, I'll take this shirt off. I might put a t-shirt. I might not put my pajamas on. I might put some slacks on. But anyway, look. I hope I made some sense. I know I was rambling. Let's see that. Let me see that I cover my notes. I cover my experience. Again, this is 34 years and at least 10 different companies I've been associated with. And let me tell you something. There's only one company owner I like more than Mr. Harold Seitz in my 34 years, and that was me. Oh, God. Let me tell you something. Everything Mr. Harold Seitz said he's going to do, he's done. Everything he promised to do in the last 4.5 years, he's done. We've gotten paid 5 times a month, every single month, he's done. Okay? He said we're coming out with Cash Go, it was done. He said we're coming out with K Exchange, it was done. Okay? I am a 100% on that team. I don't care what happens, good, bad, I don't care. Don't call me, I don't care. Okay? I made the statement of that, so Mr. Harold Seitz can call me right there and say, I'm building an island out in the middle, I don't know, somewhere with a skyscraper. I said, man, where do we send the money? Can we get involved? Tell me the details later. That's why I feel about this, Jim, because of all the people, all the company owners I've met. You're talking about the highest integrity, the credibility, and he's a make it happen person. I like being around people to make it happen. They say relationships are the key to your future. Relationships. I'm not talking about the guy I read about in the book. I'm talking about the guy I sat down with, looking eyeball to eyeball, had breakfast, had lunch with. Okay? I'm talking about the guy, the company owner, who's come to our function twice. Wealth Builders Worldwide Let's Go Weekend twice. Who took time to sit down and have breakfast with people on our team. Who took pictures with people on our team. Who sung karaoke with people on our team. He's not a stranger to Wealth Builders. He's intimately involved with what we're doing, and he's dead serious about helping people succeed. More dead serious about it than anybody, and so generous to a fault, as far as I'm concerned. I can't speak for anybody else. What I've seen him do that's in the last 4 years for folks in this business, my wife and I just saw look at each other and go, what made him do that? Okay, why is he doing that? And he's always thinking about us in the field first. And keeping the company alive and vibrant first. And making sure you take care of us in the field first. Greatest coming on the planet. And the country and the world is going to find out real soon. You're in the right place at the right time. But only if you seize this moment, folks. God bless. I've said enough for early in the morning on a Wednesday morning. Be on a freedom call tonight because I got more to add. But look, work the hardest on this mental thing for the next 30 days and think 10,000 plus in income. If you're thinking less, look, I'm going to say it one more time. If you're thinking less than 10,000 plus in income for the month of February, you're thinking too small. You're basing your future goals on what you've done in the past, and I'm asking you to ignore your past. This territory, this marketplace is completely changed, and we're in control. God bless. Have a wonderful day and a wonderful morning. See you on the power call at 10:45. Take care. Bye-bye.